morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee today. Me and my cicadas. The girls are out here somewhere, or they were. They probably went back in to see Wicket. So, yesterday I cooked, did a little shopping, took my library books back. I took the 2 sisters I haven't read yet of the 7 sisters back because I had them for 3 weeks and I didn't read them. Maybe a whole month, and I didn't read them, but those are the ones that are at my library. I don't have to like ask for them, so when I'm ready to read them, they'll be there for me, I think. So I didn't get much crafting done. I didn't make much progress on Christy's wedding things. She and I are gonna, I hope today, figure out the fringe situation so I can work on the fringe, and it's time for me to start working on the book. So I'll do that. She has pom-poms that she wants to make, and I'm gotta find my bow dabber machine so she can make bows. Or I can make bows. I think the bows were my idea. Just to decorate the tents, you know, just a little bow, whatever, you know. So, odds and ends, not too much. They had a very, oh, I got an itchy leg, very productive day yesterday. They got their marriage license, and they got their marriage license. They didn't have to wait 3 days, which I thought they had to do, so that was great. That's probably a COVID thing, is my guess, so that it just means people aren't having to come back to the courthouse more often than they need to. So that's good, and Rich has got his suit all organized, and Christy had a couple gifts to buy, and anyway, so she got all her running around done yesterday, and now today's the last day she has access to her database for her book, so she's working today on her book update, wedding update, book update. That's her stuff, not mine. But she's definitely a multitasker. She's in there making a list while she's searching the database, while she's on hold trying to get her air conditioner fixed, because it's still not fixed. 6 weeks, no air conditioning in Mississippi. Luckily, they had a room, you know, a small place they could go that had air conditioning. But it's getting bad. So she's multitasking in there, and she already walked the dog and everything, so she's quite efficient. I, on the other hand, just got up. But I'm going to get my hair cut today. Doesn't really need it. It was a little bit shorter than normal, but anyway, I thought I would just get it done right before the wedding so that it's all spiffy. So I'm going to get spiffy. And then I have to go grocery shopping to buy lots of dog food, because we have to make up the dog food packages because they eat raw. So we bring their food in zippy bags. We just make up each meal, so we have to bring 8 of those, and but we have to make them up ahead of time so we can freeze them, and then we just take them all over and they put them in the freezer, and they just thaw 1 a day for each of the dogs. So, but we have to make those today to give them time to freeze, because we're taking the dogs Friday late afternoon, so we can leave on Saturday morning. My kennel is not very convenient for leaving on the weekend. They're open from like 10 to 2 on Saturday and Sunday, which is pretty annoying. I mean, a lot of times you want to get up early on a Saturday and go. But if you have to hang around till 10 for the kennel, so we're taking him Friday night. But anyway, so we have to get the food frozen so we can take that when we drop off the dogs. So that's the plan for today. Tomorrow, did I tell you my tooth chipped again? That stupid filling. And so my tongue has been bugging it. It's all scratched up. Can't keep my tongue off of it. So that's tomorrow. I'm going to the dentist. So there you go. Meanwhile, I need to come up with a plan for the book, and Christy and I need to decide on the fringe. But oh, and I'm cooking dinner too, because Dennis is going to mow. So I'll be busy today with food things and stuff until the evening, and then maybe maybe I can start working on the fringe. We shall see. Anyway, so I have my cicadas, but apparently no dogs. Of course, you know. And I have to start going to bed earlier because the dogs hear Christy and Wicket get up at 7 o'clock. So they're waking us up at 7 o'clock, and it's hard to get back to sleep, so I need to go to bed earlier. Since I'm on a little bit of an earlier schedule this week. Just because my dogs get so excited when they hear Wicket. But, oh, and I was dog sitting yesterday afternoon while they were gone. They were gone quite a good part of the afternoon. Those dogs did so well. My girls are so good with Wicket, and they were just walking around the house like they all lived there. It wasn't, you know, he wasn't being chased or cornered at all, and they did great. They've been getting along good. I was a little, you know, I thought this is where it's gonna get tense, you know. Well, Pearl has excellent doggy inner doggy skills. She can, you know, I don't know how many times we've taken a walk and come up with a dog and they're like, no, my dog doesn't like other dogs, you know, and Pearl just has them playing with her by the end of the, you know, conversation. So Maze needs a little more work, but she hasn't had as much of her life, hardly any of her life, where she was allowed to socialize with other dogs. So she's sweet, but she's big and rough. But they're doing great. I'm so happy with how it's going. So anyway, so I started making my list. Chrissy's in there making a list. So I started making my list. I have 2 things on my list, neither of which are the book. But I have an assignment after I talked to my dad yesterday. So he called to make sure Christy was okay down in Mississippi. And I said, oh, she's here with me. He said, oh, good. We don't have to worry about her then. So we will be getting the remnants of Ida tomorrow night. It's going to be, we're supposed to get like 6 inches of rain or something, some deluge. Dennis is already panicked about water in the basement. So let's hope it's not too bad, but we haven't heard that anything happened in Columbus around Christy, so hopefully it was just a big rain, and they're kind of used to that. So, alright, well, that's it for me. I'm going to be cooking today, cooking and shopping and dog dinner making and getting my hair cut. That's the plan. And maybe get a little started on some of the things I need to do for the wedding. That's my plan. But meanwhile, I'm going to drink my coffee. And I'm going to say hi. And I am going to say, please be careful. Take good care of yourselves. Stay safe and stay sane.